Ladies and gentlemen, it's the greatest YouTuber of all time, Nostalgia Bong Hits. We're back. Never gets respect. We're back. And man, do we have a spicy one for everyone this morning. No regrets. Fucking no regrets. Man, we lost 2 subscribers. They fucked up my perfect 400 subscriber number. I wonder why we lost 2 subscribers. Not like I give a fuck. Let's go! Get ready to party, motherfuckers! Silver hit $90 an ounce! Let's go! Man, we have a lot to discuss. Good morning, everyone. A lot of interesting stuff to discuss. So, as always, Nostalgia Bong Hits is right. I told you guys to hold on. I told you to hold on for dear life. Hold the ship. And we are at $90 an ounce. This is where a lot of your hard work starts to feel really good. You know? That if you were listening to this channel last month and have been following us, you've made a lot of fucking money. If you've listened to my advice. And you can, pat yourself on the back for that. You've made a lot of money. Because, you were buying at like $50 an ounce when I was telling you guys to buy, $40 an ounce when I was telling you to buy, $62 an ounce. A lot of my subscribers, my one subscriber, we had a discussion about buying at 62. We both bought the same day when silver was $62 an ounce. And we both like, man, this might be it. You know what I mean? Like, we better buy at 62. And even at 62, it felt, rough, to say the least. A few of my subscribers bought at 72. Hell, I bought my 100-ounce bar at 72. And we're at 90. And I think this is just the beginning, folks. I'm going to go over why. There's a lot of things I'm going to cover this morning, so try to keep up and grab your popcorn, grab a blunt, and just relax. Don't grab a blunt, grab your bong. Be a real man. Anyway, so I have to tell a funny joke. So real quick before we get into this, there was this chick that had like a beautiful bedroom, and she made a post, and it was like, why should I let a man mess up this bedroom? And it's like, yeah, I think all of us men, we would mess up their bedroom. I mean, most men aren't exactly the cleanest species on the planet. But anyway, back to the main discussion here at hand. I had to have some light humor before we dive into the apocalypse. So, a few different things. So, yesterday I was talking about APMEX selling fake metals. That's more verified now than ever. Not from APMEX, but Money Metals has a giant list of people that are all out their silver. That like they haven't shipped it. They like are just not sending them their metals. Even at high prices. The U.S. Mint sold out of Silver Eagles instantly yesterday. So they basically quit selling those. And we have, what else happened? But not just Money Metals with this dispute of taking people's money and just kind of leaving it there and settling on cash. And when you start to see stuff like silver go up, you start to see this more often of like websites taking your money and then they just use it to go buy silver. And then like they'll just like give you your money back next month, if you fight with them enough, if you get your money back. But I was watching a channel where they said like they had actually put an order to Money Metals and they didn't get their metal at all. So this is starting to become a real problem here. Not just Money Metals, but was it JP Bullion or JB Bullion? Another company that has the exact same issue going on right now. So not just Money Metals, but JB Bullion as well, not sending clients their silver. And this gets to my other point of APMEX. Is I understand they're a big name, but when silver prices go up and gold prices go up, and they don't have the supply, I mean, you never know. They can start doing Weasley shit too. Especially if they're getting ready to do force majeure. So that's where I think we're at. I mean, if you needed any reason to believe in silver, geez, the evidence is stacking up there. And now I want to dive a little bit deeper into this. So a lot of people think that silver is 7-1 with gold. Okay. It's dug up 7-1. And we're finding out that might be a lie. Big surprise! The government lied to you. And to make silver seem like it's less, it's more available than it actually is. And this is what's crazy is a lot of people are wondering if it's 1-1. Yeah, you heard me right. 1-1 with gold might be the truth. That they've lied about that number. And they have every reason to lie about that number because it's what has kept this scam going on for so long. And I'm telling you, if this scam changes, silver, in my opinion, is 1,000 times better than gold. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Unmanipulated in today's economy with the industry demand, silver, even though it's cheaper right now, can be a more valuable metal than gold. You've been programmed to believe that this is more valuable. It keeps the scam going. And now I'm not saying trade your gold bars for 1 ounce of silver, but I am saying that I would not be surprised to see the gold to silver ratio go massively fucking down. And it's getting hot, is all I'm saying. It's good for us because a lot of us bought silver at really good prices, but I'm still going to give you the same advice. Don't sell. Even though $90 seems tempting, don't sell. I know I'm not. It hasn't even crossed my mind that, in my mind, silver is $1,000 an ounce, and until it hits that, I'm not selling. But we could see $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000 silver. And it sounds crazy, but we're also in a completely different landscape than we were. We're in hyperinflation. And if these things happen, this is why I say to stay diversified, that even though Pokemon's getting crushed right now compared to silver, it's still good to be diversified, have some Pokemon, but like, guys, I want to warn a lot of my subscribers, don't listen to these YouTubers that are saying, Journey Together is going to go up, and you better invest in Journey Together and load up on Obsidian Flames and load up on, like, that one chick that makes videos, the one, like, Irish chick or whatever, that has, like, boxes of Black Bolt ETBs and all this shit, man. Don't do this to yourself. Don't encumber yourself in boxes of Pokemon cards, man. I mean, especially from bullshit sets. I understand stacking some Evolving Skies, some Fusion Strikes, some Lost Origin. Crown Zenith's up right now, so I do have to talk about... I'm going to get into Pokemon for everyone, so don't worry. I don't want to lose any more subscribers. I'll talk about Pokemon. But, and why I think there are some opportunities in Pokemon, but I don't think they're going to be as good as Silver. That, like, why would you go buy Journey Together booster boxes? Or even Destined fucking Rivals. Everyone has it in their minds that Destined Rivals is going to be $1,000, $2,000 box. No. Stop it. Get help. It's just not. It could take decades. I will say that with the value of money going down, anything's possible. But it's just, don't get yourself stacked up in a bunch of bullshit brand new sets. I mean, you're going to be waiting a decade for this to go up. And now, I'm going to talk about some sets that I think there is opportunity in for my Pokemon fans. And, like, that if you have it already, to continue to hold. Because it just doesn't make sense to sell. And we're going to go over stuff I just don't think I would tell you not to buy. But, like, Journey Together, Astral Radiance. What's some other sets? Pokemon Go. All these stupid sets like this. Stellar Crown. I mean, you're just tying your money up. That's all you're doing. And hoping you gain $10 or $20. I mean, like, look at Stellar Crown, for example. Like, a lot of people were buying it in the 160s, and you made, what is it, $200 now? You made $40, not including your fees for selling or giving someone a discount. And it's like, you made $40 investing in one of these new sets. And it's not even real made money. When you could have just bought 2 ounces of silver, even at the highs, like at 50, you could have bought, like 2 ounces of silver, and you would have doubled your money. You would have made $100 just buying silver instead of Stellar Crown. That's why I say, like, don't tie your money up in like dumb new sets. If anything's gonna go up, it's gonna be like Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Lost Origin. So. My point is, if you have these sets in your, or 151 even, if you have these sets in your possession, now that cash is like almost worthless, it makes no sense to sell them at this point, because it won't buy that much silver. But like, if I was holding on to a Fusion Strike case, I would say, yeah, you should keep holding on to it because it's $6,000. That's last year's price. It really should be 12 to 18 grand this year, just to keep up with the cash inflation. Evolving Skies at like 2,300, still not like I would not sell it for that price because you're not going to do anything better with the money. Unless you believe silver's going to go to like $1,000 really soon. But like stuff like that, I would hold and use my point is, I'd use your available money to buy more silver, not more Pokemon. Just sit on the Pokemon you already have. and get silver with like your main money that you want to invest before you really miss the boat. And we're, like I said, we're seeing all hell break loose in the silver realm, and seeing these back orders from like major websites and them not giving people the products, tying their money up. This is why I say go to your coin shop to get physical. Um, but online, I mean, silver's 100 an ounce. I mean, to try to even buy it's 100 an ounce, and you might not even get it. Like we're hitting silver's unobtainium phase, and I hope a lot of you are prepared. I really do. Uh, anyway, but Team Up's another one. Like Team Up is a set that I think is so undervalued now. But if you can find Team Up for like $9,000, that's like the only set that in Pokemon I would really recommend buying. Um, because it should really be 30K. Like just to keep up with from last year's inflation to this year's. So like a set like Team Up, in my opinion, is extremely undervalued. That like I won't even sell my Team Up box. So that's like the point of this video is saying like if you already own this stuff, sure, hold it. Makes no sense to sell right now. But if you already if you just have money already, you might as well just get silver. Um, what else do I want to talk about? There's one other thing. Oh, Fusion Strike just got a massive pump. Fusion Strike went to $7,500 a case, lowest listed. And folks, this is reflecting what's happened with the money becoming more worthless. Like this isn't Fusion Strike just pumping because people love Fusion Strike. It's Fusion Strike pumping because it has to. Like it was $6,000 last year. It should be $18,000 this year just to keep up with the silver inflation. So, like you have a lot of ground that you have to make up now in Pokemon just to keep up with the inflation from last year. So, but this is where things are at. And silver is acting as a coiled spring. They've suppressed the price for 50 years. And you're about to see 50 years of price manipulation explode. And it sure seems to me like the train is coming off the tracks. And God, we're making a lot of fucking money doing this. Glad to be invested. Glad to be invested. I mean, a lot of my silver I bought back in the 40s. So it feels really good to just consecutively stack. And that's all it takes is just taking the effort to do it. You know, and I've said this even with Pokemon, is the winners are those who took the effort. And silver couldn't be farther from the truth. Is, you know, you had your chance to buy it at 30 or 40 and you bought some. And when it hit 50 or 60, when it's 62, I didn't let that hold me back. I still bought 100 ounces and just kept buying 100 ounces at a time. And it's just, over time, it adds up as the economy's falling in during hyperinflation. And that's my point. But you have to start comparing your Pokemon investments to silver, folks. Because it really reflects, like, you can pretty much almost predict what the market's going to do. Like, did I not call this, that this would happen with Fusion Strike cases? Like, I literally called it at $6,000, and I told everyone, literally like what, 2 days ago, that since silver prices have went up, like Fusion Strike cases, Lost Origin cases, they all have to affect the prices of what they were last year compared to this year. Like Lost Origin Fusion Strike cases should be $12K minimum, and you're not even really getting your original money back. I mean, they really should be $18,000. And the higher silver goes, the higher you have to ask for your Pokemon prices, which is not a good thing, because getting people to pay $18,000 for a Fusion Strike case is going to be tough. Even if the price actually goes to that, it's still like, man, people are not going to want to do that when, like, right now I could sell my silver for the 90. That, like, the liquidity is truly there for the silver, but the liquidity is really not there for the Pokemon. It's just the truth. I mean, liquidity's there for $6,000 for last year's prices, but liquidity is not there for $12,000, obviously, or $18,000 where it should be. And when it hits that price, you're still going to struggle with liquidity. That you'll have to give someone a deal, and you'll probably settle for, like, let's say it goes to $18,000, you'll still have to settle for like 14, which sounds great, but the cash is truly worthless. And by that time, silver will probably be $300 an ounce, $500 an ounce. So it's just going to be tough, and that's why I say, don't get fooled by these goddamn Pokemon YouTubers, man. I mean, no, they don't have any ill intent. I'm not saying any YouTuber has any ill intent to make you waste your money, even though some of them do. But it's just like, you can't fall for it, because if the price of silver goes up, the cost of buying real money goes up, every other investment has went down. Like, unless they super spike with silver, they're going down. And, you know, like I said, there was a point where Evolving Skies bought 80 ounces of silver. Now it's 28 ounces. And now it's probably 25 ounces. And we could see a point where 4, 5, 6 ounces buys an Evolving Skies booster box. I mean, like, I don't know, that's where we're at. Unless we see Pokemon prices 3x. Like, Pokemon prices across the board have to 3x now just to keep up with last year's prices. So, like, is it a good time to be buying Pokemon? I mean, in a way, but in a way, not really. That I would rather take the chance of silver, knowing there's the liquidity, knowing there's the chance of silver literally fucking exploding to thousands of dollars. You know, but that's just my opinion of what I would be doing right now. Like, even myself, I'm considering grabbing more silver, even at this high-ass price, just to, like, have a little bit bigger of a position that I should have bought more. But, like, I'm currently not putting a dime in Pokemon. Like, I already have a bunch of money in Pokemon. Like, I'm not buying anything in Pokemon. I haven't bought anything in Pokemon in a month. So that should tell you something. Like, if I'm not throwing money in Pokemon, that should say something. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. But yeah, wild times. Truly wild times. Like I said, a lot of you, we're winning. Hold the line. Hold the line. That's all we have for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. We're out.